Dear children of 8th standard, welcome to the second science class. Before going to the class, let us recall what we have learned in the last class. We have learned that in India we follow two cropping patterns, and we also seen what are the basic practices of crop production. In this class, let us see topic 1.3 and 1.4, that is preparation of soil and sowing. Okay. Let us see preparation of the soil. So this preparation of the soil is a very important thing before growing a crop. Okay, so what we have to do means, the preparation of the soil means we have to loosen the soil. The loosening is very important. If the soil is very tight means the plant will not grow well. If the soil is loosened means it enables the plants to grow. Let us see what are the benefits of loosening. See, as the soil is loosened, it allows the root to penetrate deep into the soil. What does it mean? The root may go deep into the soil and the plant will be fixed very well and it grows. Then other thing, it also helps the roots to breathe. If the soil is loosened means the air can easily go into that and it enables the plant to breathe. Then the third advantage is the loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes. Okay, the loosened soil, what happens? It enables the growth of earthworms and microbes. So what happens means these microbes will convert the dead animals and plants to humus, and more humus is added to the plant and it enables the plant to grow well. So what is meant by humus? The dead and decaying plant and animal wastes are called humus. So this humus will enrich the plant with nutrients and the plants will grow well. Then what this earthworms will do? This earthworms will loosen the soil. As a result, more and more air can pass into the soil and it enables the root to breathe well, and also it adds humus to the soil. This humus helps the plants to grow well. So these are the advantages of loosening. Then see, so one more advantage of loosening is, okay, so we know that only the plant grow will be in the top soil. So we know the three layers of soil: topsoil, subsoil, bedrock, and all we have seen. No, the plants grows only in the topsoil. So the nutrients, everything should be present in the topsoil only. So by loosening, it also helps the nutrient-rich soil to come in the top and it enables the plants to grow. Okay, children, have you all understood? Okay, so what happens? What is the first point? What is the first point? So what happens? It enables the loosening, helps the roots to penetrate deep, and also it helps the roots to breathe, and also it helps in the growth of microorganisms and adding humus to the soil. And also what happens? It supports the plants to grow by taking the nutrient-rich soil to the top. Okay, so these are the advantages of loosening. Okay, so how this loosening can be done? Okay, the loosening can be done by tilling or ploughing. In Tamil we used to say ulludal, isn't it? So by tilling or ploughing, this loosening can be done. So this can be done by using a plough. Okay, this can be done by using a plough. This plough is made up of wood or it may be made up of iron. Okay, what the farmers do? Before ploughing, they expect rain or they will water. Okay, so what we have to do, if the soil is very dry means after the rain or after watering we have to do ploughing. Okay, then after so what to do? The ploughed field may have big pieces of soils called crumbs. So before ploughing what we have to do means the crumbs means a big soil has to be broken into a small pieces, then only it will be helpful. So in addition to that, what we can do means we can add manure to the soil and we can go for ploughing. Okay, if we are adding manure and going for plowing means it helps the soil to mix with manure. So what is meant by manure? Manure is, what is manure? Animal wastes, cow dung, plant wastes are said to be manure. It increases the humus to the soil and also increases the fertility of the crop. It enables the plant to grow well. Now we see what are the agricultural implements used for this ploughing. Come to this diagram in your book. Okay, so this is called plough. Okay, so this plough is driven by ox and the man is leading the cows, isn't it? Okay, so this is one of the agricultural implement. So by this process the soil can be loosened. Then come for the plough. See this plough in the diagram in your page number 3. So this is plough. So this plough has a ploughshare. Ploughshare is a triangle shaped thing and this is the plough shaft. Okay, so what can we do? With the help of this we can plough the soil and we can loosen the soil. See this thing. Okay, so what happens? It has a triangular iron strip called ploughshare. Underline the words. It contains a triangular iron strip called ploughshare. Have you seen the ploughshare? Okay, which is the ploughshare? This is the ploughshare. Okay, then what is plough shaft? The long part of the plough, the long log of wood is called the plough shaft. Okay, so what they will do? One is attached to the bull of the next. One end is attached to the bull of the next and the other hand should be in a man's hand. Okay, so by this we can plough the soil and we can loosen the soil. Have you understood the plough? Okay, next hoe. Okay, so see the next page, you can see hoe. Okay, so this hoe is used for removing the weeds from the field. What is meant by weeds? Weeds means unwanted plants. So we can remove the weeds by using this hoe and it also helps in loosening also. It also helps the soil to loosen. See how it looks. Okay, so it has a long rod of wood or iron, okay, and it has a long broad iron is fixed to the ends and it is used to plough the soil and it is also used to remove the weeds from the soil. Okay, the third one is cultivator. Okay, see this is the cultivator. This is the cultivator. Okay, so this is the cultivator. So this is driven by a tractor and it helps to loosen the soil and this cultivator saves labor and time. Okay, nowadays with the help of the tractor we can reduce the labor and the time is also reduced. So these three methods are used for loosening the soil. Okay, so the first important step is preparation of the soil. The soil can be turned and it can be prepared by ploughing. So ploughing can be done with the help of ploughshare, then hoe and cultivator. Okay, have you understood? Now let us go for the second topic, sowing of seeds. Okay, sowing of seeds. Sowing is a very important step in crop production. It is a very important step in crop production. So before sowing, we have to select good quality of seeds. If we are selecting bad quality of seeds, means that seeds will not develop into a plant. So before sowing, we have to select good quality of seeds. Okay, now let us see how to select a good quality of seeds. See, Pahali is telling, One day I saw my mother put some gram seeds in a vessel and pour some water on them. After a few minutes, some seeds started to float on top. I wonder why seeds float on water. Have you understood? So what Pahali's mother did? She took some of the gram seeds and put it in the vessel and poured some water on that. After some time, what happened? Some seeds floated and some seeds are at the bottom. Why it's so? Which seeds will float? Okay, the light seeds will float, isn't it? Why the seeds became light? The light seeds are damaged seeds. They are damaged by microorganisms. If we sow this damaged seeds, means this damaged seeds will not develop into a plant. So we have to select the good seeds which is settled at the bottom. So this is very important step before sowing the seeds. So we have to select a good quality of seeds. So we can do this procedure itself. We can take a beaker, fill it with water, and we can add some seeds. If the seeds are floating, means that seeds are damaged ones. They will not develop into plants. The seeds that settle at the bottom can only develop into a plant. Have you understood, children? Yes, this is very important. Okay, now let us see what are the tools used for sowing. Now come to this figure in page number 4. Come to the figure 12.1.2a. See, so these two men are sowing the seeds with the help of the plough. Let us see how do they do. Okay, they have the funnel shape. They have a funnel. Okay, in that funnel they will fill the seeds and they are having one rod like structure, isn't it? Okay, they have a funnel. In this funnel they will fill the seeds and they have the rod like structure, no? Okay, that rod like structure will be having sharp ends. That rod like structure will be having sharp ends that will pierce the soil and the seed enters into the soil. Then it will be covered by the sand or soil. So this is the traditional method. Okay, so this will be driven by plough and we need ox for this. Okay, have you all understood, children? Shall we go for the next one? Okay, next one is seed drill. This is the seed drill. See the figure, this is the seed drill. In the seed drill, what they will do means they will do sowing with the help of the tractors. Okay, they will do sowing with the help of the tractors. So what they will do? Okay, so they will be filling the seeds and they will be sowing. Okay, so by this tool, so we can sow the seed uniformly at proper distance and we can also sure that the seeds are covered with soil. Okay, so this has many advantages than compared to the traditional method. It also saves time and labor. Okay, less people is enough for doing this and time is also less for this. Okay, in sowing we have to follow 2 steps. Okay, in sowing we have to follow 2 steps. Okay, what are the steps means? We know that the plants to grow it needs sunlight, minerals, water, everything. Okay, so we should avoid overcrowding of seeds. So there should be proper distance between one seed and the another seed. So we have to be very careful and we have to maintain proper distance between one seed and another seed. If many seeds are falling on one place itself, there will be the competition between the seeds and ultimately any 2 or 3 seeds will be growing, other seeds will not grow. So we need all the seeds to be grown. So there should be proper distance between one seed and another seed to get enough water, enough nutrients and sunlight. Okay, have you all understood, children? Then see, that is Buju's question. Okay, so Buju is seeing a nursery near his school. He found that small bags are kept in bags plants are kept in bags. He is asking the question why they are kept like this. Have you seen the nursery? In the nursery they will be keeping small plants in a bag, isn't it? Why it's so? All the plants will not grow by sowing. Have you seen the paddy plant? What they will do? Will they sow the seeds? No. They will be straightly taking the seedlings. What is meant by seedlings? Seedlings means a small baby plant is called seedlings. So, they will be growing the seedlings and they will be developing that into plantlets. Plantlets means somewhat grown plant, a small baby plant. Then they can be transplanted into the field manually. With the help of hand itself, they will be fixing the small plants into the soil, no? So that process is called transplantation. So paddy is grown only by transplantation. We will not do sowing for paddy and all. We used to do transplantation only. So what is meant by transplantation? We will be growing the seeds into seedlings. Seedlings means plantlets. Plantlets means very small plants. Then after growing, they are straightly transplanted into the soil. Okay, have you all understood, children? Okay, then coming to the activity part. Okay, you prepare 20 fill-ups in preparation of soil and sowing. This is your activity. Have you all understood? What you have to do? You have to make 20 fill in the blanks in preparation of soil and sowing, and you want to frame 5 question and answers in preparation of soil and sowing. 3 mark questions. You want to frame 5 3-mark questions with answers in preparation of soil and sowing. Have you understood the activity? Will you do, children? Yes. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next class. Dear children, your activity is frame 20 fill in the blanks in preparation of soil and sowing, and also frame 5 questions and write the answers in preparation of soil and sowing. It may be a 3-mark question or it may be a 5-mark question. Do the assignments and submit to your class teacher. Meet you all in the next class. Thank you.